Yo, what did Mattel bring through the door today? I'll tell you one thing is Mama Sita Ultimate Edition. Yeah! Yes, sir. For the first time ever, we now have an updated Raw ring. It is a new era, so I don't know how updated it is, but that's what we're going to find out in today's unboxing. You got the whole outer extremities right there, letting you know about what the crap we're going to get into today. And you got to slide it out, man. You got to work this out. Got to pump it out. You got to get Mama Sita rolling out of here. Hopefully she doesn't end up destroying my entire backstage area. Check that out. The look you make when Mattel Creations has sent over an earlier sample of the one and only. I appreciate you guys, Mattel. Thank you so much for sending this my way. I'm going to put a link in the description below. This is now available, and do know that you do not only just get the Raw ring, but you get Mama Sita herself. Yes, exclusive figure, Rhea Ripley. The women's title also being introduced for the first time with the correct updates. There's the ring right there, all unassembled. There's the ring right there, fully assembled. And there's the side skirts that you guys are wondering, like, HeroFix, how is that going to look once it's all on there? I can tell you right now, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I would tell you that right there we got Ultimate Edition on the side. We got Rhea Ripley in 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 different representations. We got her kicking over here on the corner. You got her celebrating the victory. You got her standing right there in all of its glory. Ultimate Edition logo centered right there in the middle. WWE logo on the corner. Raw logo up top. Rhea on the corner. Rhea on the corner. Rhea on both corners. She's working all corners. One corner she's going to be working today is, of course, the whole building of it. Now, before we do build it, I actually want to check out the figure right here in its own right, because you do get exclusive packaging right here. It is not the traditional one. It's actually quite a bit smaller, very similar to the Kane ring, how you didn't actually have like the plastic see-through, but you do get an image right there of Rhea Ripley on the side, as well as figure photography, her raising up the title, and a short bio description right there, letting you know of why the crap she's coming off the top, getting ready to lay the smackdown. 5'7" right there from South Australia. Pretty cool. We got women's champion. We got a whole shebang in different languages. And then the bottom two, there is no little bonus, just tells you about the WWE logo and where you can get all them damn goods. It would have been cool if it said like mommy or just something cool instead of just Ripley. But again, we're not going to nitpick it. Okay, here she is. Here is Rhea Ripley out of the packaging, and we got a lot of comparisons we need to run through, you guys. Before we get to the comparisons, I want to show you the accessories. You got not 1, but 2 head scans and all. You get like the regular, plain, kind of semi-upset, pretty serious look right there. And then you get like a happy-go-lucky with, some pretty good paint apps, you guys. Like, this is usually a hit or miss. And it's not like you can really, pick one through one another, because obviously everything's enclosed. So pretty cool that there's really no issues right here with the scans that we are getting, whether we're talking about the interchanging one or the one that's on the figure. Now, the figure itself, it does have 2 closed fists, and then you do get 2 mic open with her tattoo right there, so you can throw down them promos. So you can lay the smacky on that wacky tabacky. Here's the women's title. Here is what you guys came for. And it is scaled down too. So if you guys are wondering like how it fits the figure, it actually fits her around the waist really freaking nice, man. We're going to play around with a couple of different options. Here's the custom one that I ended up making before WWE actually released their own version. And I'll show you the links too, kind of how we're talking about it, how it's kind of scaled up. If you do stretch it out to its fullest, you can see it's got like several centimeters right there, both on the left as well as on the right. So really, really nice that this is in scale right there with the figure. And the way that it comes together, you guys, traditional, right? You got the holes right here, and then you got the pegs that you insert into the holes, and then you get a little bit of a stutter pattern design right here on the actual strap of it all. And it does clip on there really nice right there. Look at that little clip ski for Rhea Ripley, so she can wear it right there around the shoulder bit skis, man. Oh my gosh, dude, this looks so damn good. Now, I actually do have one of her elites right there, so you guys can kind of see how she scales right there up alongside. This does have the updated scan from her most recent elite, and mainly the reason why I put it on this figure is because that white gear, it was like a once, and like she only wore it once. She mainly wears black all the time. So for me, this has kind of been my piece right there in my collection. She is just a tad bit taller, and rightfully so. I mean, she's an Ultimate Edition, so it only makes sense. Now, I'm going to give you two different options because either A, you might only have the Elite, right? So if you want to see what Dom Dom looks right there up alongside, oh yeah, Mamacita rolling all kinds of hard. Or if you want Ultimate with some dirty stash love, guess what? You got it right here. So which one do you guys prefer? Obviously, I cannot wait to have the complete Judgment Day right here in Ultimate. We'll pull these Elites to the side because you're going to get a good idea once we actually do get Damian Priest in Ultimate, which I believe it's scheduled within the next month. So I'm telling you, bro, these guys are going to be rolling pretty damn solid. Oh my gosh, you guys, this looks so good. I'm going to bring all of them. I know all of them weren't part of the team all at once, and I know you may be asking where the hell is R-Truth. I don't know if people actually ever considered him as an actual member, but look at that. Finn Balor, Ultimate, check. Dom Dom, Ultimate, check. Rhea, check. Carlito, I don't know if we'll get a Carlito in Ultimate Edition, at least not in this era. Maybe something from his earlier days. And then, yes, we'll get the rest in Elite. So stay tuned if you guys cannot wait. Turn on that noti, bro, because this right here, it's what we're going to be getting into. Now, let's play around with the figure. Let's check out the overall look, the articulation, how she sits with the both scans on there. And, of course, the belt, bro, because it's the belt that's really making this figure. So the one on the figure, pretty good. I do like it. It's actually using the same tooling too on the hairpiece. There is no new introduction within that. So if you guys are curious, like, bro, what's going on with it? Obviously, it is an updated tool from what we did get on the prior release. This is the long hair version. So it's pretty nice to see that Rhea Ripley is bringing that nice update. So yeah, I like both of them, dude. No issues with the QC on mine, which is really freaking nice to see because, again, it's a hit or miss, and today it's a damn banger, man. And look at that. We got the choker right there, right underneath the skin. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's just so much going for this figure right here. It's so hard to describe to let you know how good this Ultimate Edition, and one that's well overdue. You think about this, like, yes, we just got an Elite of her within the last 10 series of the Elite series, but all of them have been like really, really small. I mean, this is a prime example. This is tiny. So the fact that this was our Rhea Ripley for God knows how long, yeah, bro, that's just not working for me. Now this right here, butterfly joints, pinless design, the scale right there, the circumference around the actual whole diameter, dude, solid. Nicely stacked, so much design coming in here. I do like all of the tattoos on the left side. You're going to get quite a bit. You're going to get it mainly in the bicep, lower bicep, forearm region of the left. There is no actual tooling on the wrist straps. I know we've been talking about that. And I know we just got, what was that? I think it was, yeah, Solo Sikoa. He actually got like the whole tooling within the actual hands of it. So Rhea, I don't know, maybe in the future, I don't know. And then you got the back tricep tattoo right there with, I believe, yeah, that's a chicken. That's a chicken on a hen laying some eggs. Does she like the chickens? I don't know. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. One thing you should know is that you're not going to get them right there on the right side. You are going to get a tattoo right there inside the forearm, but that's pretty much it as far as tattoos. Backside right there, nothing going on besides them beautiful butterfly joints. Oh my gosh, you guys. We got to cover the articulation too. Now, as far as the actual gear in its own right, I don't know what's going on back here, but for some reason they thought that putting the serial number right above the best part to look at a women's figure, wrong placement, bro. I mean, I feel like they could have put it right here underneath the boot, but again, that's nitpicking it. At the same time, I like the way that the bandana, it's actually like molded right there into the belt. And these pieces right here, these are all adjustable. So you can either have them high, you can have them low. You're going to want it to have it, I would say, about like right there. I think that looks more accurate. It gives a better look for the torso, mainly due to the fact that it's just kind of a little bit crunched out. Like if you look at the Elite, you can see how it's kind of like stretched out. This right here, it's all crunched down. And I don't know if we're getting more of the illusion, mainly because of the upper chest region. But yeah, it's definitely looking a little bit smaller. But once you pull it down, yeah, you definitely get away from that. You get more of the studded pattern design right inside. And I'm telling you, bro, there is so many layers to this piece. And as we did mention, you get the mommy choker that it is fully removable on the figure. All this is tooled right here for the upper bra region. It's being brought together by a buckle right up top. and then nothing right there on the back side. And then, yes, again, as we mentioned, really cool. I like the translucent design too, how you can still kind of see like the butterfly coming through. It just gives it like this really authentic look for the actual tights. You can actually still see all 3 scans right there on the right thigh, man. So cool. All the tattoos right underneath the knee region. It is on pinless. So yeah, some great stuff. Let's talk about articulation, you guys, because you're going to get quite a bit. I'm going to start in the lower half and then work my way up. So you get toe articulation right there. You also do get the new style. No, it's got the old style of articulation for the ankle. So it does still pivot really well. You do get the calf cut. So you'll only be able to rotate it right there on the calf. You do get a double knee articulation, and it is very, very tight. So definitely do be careful. As far as the legs coming out, they come out pretty good. Really no issues. She can do the splits about that far. It is on the drop down style of hips. So if you guys are wondering why the hell she's doing that, it's drop down, bro. The legs go about this far out. Yep. And we'll pop that back in. And really you can't throw it backwards. You get the upper thigh cut right there. You get a full 360 around the waist, and you get a full 360. No, actually you don't, you guys. Not on the upper half. Because I know with all of the new Ultimate Editions, you can rotate this whole piece 360. It stops halfway. So it's got the old style of articulation for anybody that was considering any fixed ski up skis with them swap skis, bro. Butterfly joints looking solid, flare out really nice. And they flare in really, really good too on the backside. You do get the upper bicep swivel right here. You do get double jointed elbows, again, pinless, and then you get the wrist articulation. The scan right here, it does rotate a full 360. You can bring it about that much, really not all that much. But yeah, pretty good articulation right there within the ball hip joint. It is on ball hips? Yes, it is on ball hips. So I got to tell you, this figure, solid 10.3. It's going to go past the meter, bro. Like, if you need a Rhea Ripley in the collection, this is the only way to do it, which is very unfortunate. But at the same time, they got to give you a reason for the pick ski up ski. This right there, probably garbage skis. No, I'm kidding. For real, though, I do definitely want to get that ring assembled and just kind of see the overall figure right here in its own right. Love this, man. Awesome packaging. Now we can bring the Judgment Day as a whole. Here we have the base all clipped together. You got 2 pieces on each side, and they all do snap into place. Pretty simple. The actual flat base right there, you can see the peg holes, or the holes for the pegs that are going to be inserted. And all you have to do is go ahead and let it sit flush right there and just give it a little pop, pop, and pop. And then you got that one in. Obviously, be gentle with it. You know, you got to be cautious. Some of this stuff might break if you end up going a little bit too hard on it. But pop, and then kapop. Doing it the one-handed job, you really don't have an option. But last one, pop, and pop right there up top in the corner. And then once you have that on there, you can see it's pretty solid. It really should have no issues, and it gives you a pretty good spring back when you actually smash your figures in there. Now on the back side, this is where all these little loophole parts are all going to come together for the actual like bed of it. So you grab the little, what would you guys call this? The apron. You grab the apron, and you're going to see all the holes already there. All you have to do is intertwine it within the loops individually. Once that's all on there nice and firm, you can see how the fitment just looks really, really nice, man. Look at that back piece right there. It's really flushed, no wrinkles, no seams. I mean, this legit looks straight factory, which it is. Obviously, this ain't no custom, but next up, we got to do the side bits. We got to do the turnbuckles. And we also got to do the side skirts right here. And it is pretty simple, as we did mention. All you got to do is slip them in there into the actual corner bits of it. And then we can work around and getting all these turnbuckles all put together. Once they're on there, all on there, they're pretty much on there like indefinite. They stay in position, and they are already intertwined within the actual turnbuckle part. Not like the old, what was it? It wasn't Jack's, but the ones that made it prior to Mattel Creations. Wicked cool toys. Those ones you individually had to loop in there. So it's really nice that all you got to do is just clamp it on there, and it stays in place. And it is like a soft material too. Very similar to like the classic style of ring, which is pretty nice. You got the WWE logo centered right there. It would be nice if they made these corner of the turnbuckles like a light up feature. I know with the old one, they actually had that option. All you did was push in the button. And check this out. After all these years, yeah, I don't know if it lights up anymore. I think it's pretty much dead. But it would have been really cool had they incorporated that into here. I think that would have really just turned it up a notch. Now, I will tell you right now, as you guys can see, side by side, they are not the same size. So here's the older one, and I'm going to back up some so you can kind of see it. It's probably, I don't know, what you guys say, like a couple of inches shorter in width, shorter in length. So I would say this one, it's scaled up accordingly, man. I mean, you can see Cody Rhodes right there in the middle of the ring, the way that the man is centering. You got CM Punk, kind of how he stands right there alongside with the actual level of the top rope, which is accurate and something that you always like. Nice to see. You got the Raw logo coming down the sides right here, and then you got the fabric aprons only on two sides. You got it on this side as well as on that side. I mean, I guess you could have one side, like both sides having soft and then one side corner, but I like to do it how they have it on the show, and I think this would have been a nice little opportunity for them to intertwine, like maybe like LED lights, you know, kind of modernize it. I know they are not doing it with the corner, so maybe they could have thrown in some of the budget right there alongside. And you also do get a pair of steel steps. It is not the separate feature, which I guess it's all in how you look at it. I mean, if you're playing, it'll be great if you can actually separate them. But if you're only using it to have it flushed up against the corner, I mean, that works out pretty damn good. Check this out. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Oh, you guys love it. I know you guys love it. But as an overall thought, I'm going to tell you, pretty cool ring. Obviously, we are in a new era. This is the prior era. So if they're talking about a current ring, I don't know if that necessarily applies to this. One thing that I would also love to see in the future is something that they used to do with Wicked Cool Toys. You could actually periodically upgrade the side aprons. So for example, right now we got a new era. You could actually get these swapped out. That's not the option here. So I guess that's where mainly the drawback is. And also, if you already have the old ring, let me know, you guys. I do like this. Good scale, overall look, pretty damn solid. What do you think? Yeah! But give me your thoughts though, man. Look, I like the option that we do get Rhea Ripley. It does suck that this is the only way that you can get her. So, I mean, if you want the ring, yeah, you probably don't. And if you do want the ring, cheers to you. But most people are pretty upset that this is not an individual purchase. And given that we are finally getting that women's title, I don't know, man. They might take a while for them to actually release it in the regular line. So this might be the only opportunity. Give me your thoughts. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you suckers on the next one. Superman Punch!